Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of DadVGirls After Hours, episode 59. I'm here with my beautiful wife, Sarah Jane. Just look at her, she is stunning. My special assistant.
What?
Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Oh, she's getting all embarrassed. She's getting embarrassed.
Stop it.
You, look at you. You just.
Shut up.
You're
Stop.
radiating beauty and sunshine. Go on, your turn. Compliment me.
You're wearing the same outfit, so.
Day 4 of the outfit. Day 4. It's all right. Do you know what I've realised, though? Because we spoke about this last week's episode. Sarah basically said I'd worn this outfit 3 days in a row. 4 days was too much. The thing is, what I realised is I do that all the time. You just never realise, because this is quite a specific outfit. Green trousers, grey jumper with matching green branding. Yeah? You notice it. When I'm just wearing all black jeans, black t-shirt, black hoodie, you don't notice. I'm 5-6 days.
No.
Sometimes I'm 7.
And you wonder why Chloe says you stink. Anyway.
Chloe doesn't say I stink. She just looks at me like I do. I'm not a smelly person, admit that. I'm not. Why do you lot do this to me? I'm not a smelly person. You and Casey and Grace all done that in a video as well. Now people think like I've got some BO issues. I'm not a smelly person.
You do get BO. You're not a smelly person all the time, but you
Hardly ever.
You do.
Hardly ever.
No, I'm not saying you do all the time, but when you do,
I smell fresh, guys. Even if I am 4 days.
No, you do have certain aftershave though, when you put it on, I'm like, so delicious.
Because it reminds you of our childhood together.
Yeah.
I used to wear it when I was 16, still wearing it now. It's like my outfits. I just don't like to. When I find something I like, I stick with it. I've been wearing the same 2 aftershaves for the last 20-something years.
That does remind me, I need new perfume. I need like.
Well, Mother's Day's coming up. You just hint away. What do you need?
You bought me some really nice one for Christmas, but it's really expensive. So
it's so expensive.
I like to use it on like very rare occasions.
Let me tell you.
Now I'm only down to that one.
I had the shock of my life because I also bought it for Casey as well. I want to say that perfume was like £250.
Oh my gosh.
I was like,
I didn't realise it was that expensive. That's daylight robbery, that is.
That is more expensive than like liquid crack. That is like...
How do you know how much that is? Buying that on the regular? Like, who knows how much?
Let's not talk about my past life, okay?
Firstly, I didn't know such a thing of liquid crack. Anyway...
I don't know if it is a thing or not. But sounds delicious.
How do you know? No, don't know. You can't say that. And also, you don't know how much. That's weird. Anyway.
Okay, liquid gold. Is that a better metaphor?
Is there such a thing of liquid gold?
Of course there is. You melt it down and it's liquid.
Why do you want liquid gold?
No, you don't. It's just because it's a Just stop. Right. Anyway, moving on. It's crazy expensive, that perfume. It's so unnecessarily expensive. But it's what you wanted. So therefore, it's what you got. But Mother's Day, no, we're going to go with something cheaper. Zara does nice perfume.
They actually do really nice perfumes.
30 quid a bottle.
It is very nice, Zara perfume.
Any other ideas for Mother's Day? What do you want?
I told Sophie, I said, Sophie, it's Mother's Day.
Sophie?
No,
I
said, it's Mother's Day soon. Obviously, I always try to tell her what's going on because that presents in the morning should be confused. So I'm like, it's Mother's Day coming up. Okay, I said, you're going to go with Daddy to get me a present? Oh, for goodness sakes, Mum.
That's how I feel.
For goodness sakes.
Sophie, me and you both. That's how I feel.
I was like, what? She's like, no, I'm not. I was like, okay, no worries.
Joking. That's not actually how I feel. I really enjoy buying you gifts. It's just like hard to know what's
do
you know what? I don't. Do you know what? Can I just say something? I actually never feel good about buying anyone perfume. I feel like it's a cop-out gift. When I got it for you for Christmas, I know you wanted it.
Yeah, but it's expensive. I would never bought that. I never would have bought that.
I don't like it because I bought it for Casey. She came with me shopping and she chose her own Christmas gift. I didn't feel good about it. I bought your dad aftershave, like a really nice, expensive aftershave, but it didn't feel... I feel like it always feels like a cop-out.
No, I don't when it's that because I would never, ever have bought that. So I own that perfume, which I think is really nice and it's long-lasting, but I would never have bought that for myself ever. Even like now, like there's ones that I do like and they're like the £100 bracket. Even that, I'm like, for perfume, like it's so expensive.
But I want to get you a gift that is thoughtful, that you haven't hinted at.
haven't hinted at anything other than, well, perfume.
No, I know, but like that's when I feel like I've done a good gift, but that's so rare.
You were robbed one year because you always buy me like flowers or, you know, something like that, which is kind of what we do for Mother's Day and Father's Day. We don't really
Yeah, we buy
big
gifts.
Not big gifts.
I bought you trainer. I think I bought you a handbag once. Pretty sure I bought you a handbag.
I was just about to say, you know, it wasn't a handbag. You bought me like the Louis Vuitton cosmetic pouch.
Yeah.
Like
Why was
my
I
makeup.
robbed?
As in for buying that, because you normally each yeah, we don't normally buy expensive things. Like it's not like a birthday or Christmas. It's just like we normally buy flowers or I don't know something, but set the standard that time. Then the following year, I was like, "What these flowers? Like,
these flowers, flowers and perfume. Bloody hell! What a load of crap."
No, but Mother's Day, like I have booked us a restaurant for all of us, like my mum, Dad, Emma, Ryan, and the kids. But yeah, again, I booked it.
I know, but
everything gets booked up on Mother's Day. And if you
it's
don't,
hard though because we've spoke about this before. You're booking with your mum in mind, so it makes it hard. I can't think right. Mother's Day, I'm gonna think of something nice to do with you because we're obviously also going to be with your mum, which I love. But you're then going to think about what you're doing on the day because it's for your mum.
Yeah.
So then it's hard for me to. It's just an excuse.
Some people on Mother's Day don't spend the day with their kids. That's like a Mother's Day of like a day off.
Is that what you want?
No, weirdly not.
Oh.
I actually really like to have Mother's Day with the girls.
All right, cool. I'll have the day off.
Yeah.
You can have the day with the kids. Lovely. Happy Mother's Day. I'm going to a spa.
Oh, that'd be lovely. Hint, hint.
A spa as well. Sometimes I feel like they're cop-out gifts because you're just writing in a card, I'm taking you to a spa. Do you know what I mean?
No,
like,
again, though.
Unless you're doing it on the day. Like, I always feel like it feels a bit like...
No, again, like, I think they're things that you don't buy yourself, like, but they're so nice to do.
Oh, I'm going to have to really think. When is Mother's Day?
The 28th, 29th, 30th? I don't know. The last Sunday of the month.
Oh, my God, Sarah, you got me so good.
Yeah.
When was it? On the Saturday or the Friday?
Friday. It was on the... Yeah.
On Friday, she went, "Ooh, Mother's Day this Sunday."
There was a card. He was paying at the till, and there was a card. I said, have you got your card? And you looked. I went, Mother's Day this Sunday. He went, what? Shut up. Is it really? I went, yeah, ha ha. He's like, no, it's not this Sunday, is it? I was like, yeah. I was like, you're joking.
I was like, wait, you haven't even mentioned it. You've not even said anything. Why wouldn't you tell me if you remembered? Why didn't you remind me? You were like, I don't know. I was so annoyed at you that I had forgotten Mother's Day. I was thinking, how could this happen? But then she was like, nah, not really.
No, I did the ha, my annoying laugh. Ha, just joking.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was funny to prank you.
Right, so I had this idea. I stole the idea from someone else for a YouTube video. And it's basically going to drive-thrus and asking them to surprise me. So basically the rule is that you're trying to get them to make you something custom that's not on the menu. So say, for example, you go to McDonald's and you say to the person at the drive-thru, can you make me a custom item that's not on the menu? Don't tell me what it is. Surprise me. So if they could, for example, get a Big Mac and they could fill it with chicken nuggets, or they could put, I don't know, Big Mac sauce in a cheeseburger or whatever it is, right? It doesn't have to be crazy, but the more interesting, the better. So we drive an hour and a half.
It was longer than that on the way there.
Hour and 40 minutes.
The traffic was so bad.
Because the drive-thrus near us are so sparse, right? That you can't just do a video like doing all drive-thrus because we don't have a lot of drive-thrus.
And close to us, we don't have a lot. We have like...
No. And so we found this place when we were on the way somewhere before, and it had all the drive-thrus in one place. So we were like, even though it's long, we thought it's an hour drive, ended up taking an hour and 40 minutes.
Even a Greg's. I didn't even know you could get a Greg's.
It's got Greg's, got Costa, it's got Taco Bell, it's got McDonald's, it's got KFC. I think the only thing it didn't have was like Burger King.
Yeah.
So we get there and Sarah's like, I don't know if this is going to work. And I'm like, do I go in and talk to them and explain what we're doing, or do we just go to the drive-thru and just try and do it? So Sarah's like, go in and speak to them first. And I was like, no, let's just do it through the drive-thru. I've seen other YouTubers do it, And the people who are serving them they're just on board. They're like, yeah, this sounds fun. Especially in America, they're just like, yeah, cool, man. I'm coming right up.
I feel like America is more used to like more YouTubers and doing fun things like that, like the crazy things. They're like, but yeah.
So anyway, we go into the drive-through, undo the window. Guys like, can I take your order? I'm like, yeah, I was wondering if you could just surprise us. Like, we're looking for something like custom, not on the menu, like just whatever you want to come up with. Like, obviously we'll pay whatever it is. He's like, no, can't do that. I'm like, sorry, what? I'm like, oh, like, I'm saying like literally just anything, just customize the burger. He's like, no, they're very strict on it now. Can't do it. We can't even put Big Mac sauce in another burger or whatever.
Not allowed. Yeah.
Not allowed. I was like, oh my God. So then we leave there. We go to KFC. This time I take Sarah's advice. I'm like, I'll go inside. I'll talk to them. So I go inside. They're like, no, if it's not on the menu, you can't have it. And I'm like, even if you're just chucking beans or something in a burger, like I'm not asking for a miracle here. He's like, no. So I come out. I'm like, guys, we had no video.
Pull around and then rethink. We're like, we can't have come all this way and not have a video. So we
were like scrambling, trying to cut. And also at this point, we've got 2 drive-thrus that have basically told us that they're not on board for anything. So we can't even do like, we feel like now we can't even do a video where we're like, choose our order, or we'll order what the person in front orders, because we just feel like they're just.
Well, there was hardly anyone else there, so it was like no other cars anyway.
Couldn't even follow people in and be like, we'll have what they're having. So yeah, we managed to come up with an idea for a video. So when you do see that drive-through video, you know, just click.
And I genuinely was hangry in that video as well.
She was very hangry.
I hadn't eaten, and I was starving. By the time we started that video, I hadn't eaten all day, and I think it was about 1:30, 2 o'clock by the time we started to film. Yeah, I was starving, and Joel did some funny.
It was brilliant. It actually made the video so much better that Sarah was so hungry because she weren't exactly getting the orders that she.
Yeah, but you know what I feel like with those days, when you've had a little bit of everything,
you don't feel satisfied.
I didn't feel satisfied, but I also you feel greedy because you feel like you've had a lot more than you had.
You had a buffet of drive-thrus.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then when we went through eventually we went back through McDonald's, right? And for the video, I won't say what the video is, but yeah, we did end up going back through McDonald's, and like they all knew us. They come to the window, they were taking pictures with us. They're like, oh my God, like you guys have... And I was like, guys, where was this energy earlier when we were trying to get a custom thing off the menu? They're like, oh, we didn't know, that wasn't us on the thing. And I was like, Sarah, you're right. I should have gone in, because then I could have had that conversation with them. They probably would have been on board. But anyway.
But the others may not have been. So you might have had one and then the rest weren't. So it's fine. We still did a good video.
I feel like when we go to
laughed so much.
When we go to America, we should do it.
Yeah.
Right?
We can try it. Yeah.
Because I feel like in America, they will be... And also, if one drive-thru says no, you got 800 more on the same road. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're literally on every corner.
There's so many.
I'm literally like, I feel overwhelmed with how many food videos we could do in America, because food videos do so well
cereals. We could do, literally, like, their cereal aisle is insane.
We need to, maybe for the studio videos, we need to bring back a few suitcases of cereals. Trying every USA cereal and ranking it. And imagine by the time you get to eating it, it's all soggy, which Sarah hates, that soggy cereal.
I do love Lucky Charms. I can't wait to eat Lucky Charms.
My favourite is Lucky Charms and Fruit Loops. I love Fruit Loops.
It tastes too sweet for cereal. Like,
no, it's just like, it's just magical.
Actual sweets. I just thought of a Mother's Day gift. I've actually lost my gold hoops.
That I got you?
Yeah.
For?
What did you buy them for?
Your
birthday?
Your Christmassy birthday, Mother's Day. Your bar mitzvah? What did I buy them for?
My christening.
I bought them for your birthday.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it was to find just gold hoops that were like nice and thick, but not
too in your face.
Not too crazy.
Bigger the hoop, bigger the...
Do you know how long my PA had to search Google for them?
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. It took her forever.
Tell her to find...
Do you want the same ones?
Yeah. Annoyingly, I take them out every night. I put them next to the bedside table, and then they've gone. And they're not under the bed. They're not like, I don't know if one of the kids have...
Have you lost both of them?
Yeah, so two
Why do you keep
together.
pulling on your ears? They're not in your ears.
I know, because I like that. Like, that's what they are. But yeah,
Okay.
so annoying.
Oh, cheeky Mother's Day gift.
I
Nah,
know.
they're too expensive for a Mother's Day gift. Sorry. So yeah, but talking of America, so we do have a Florida holiday that's coming up. We love Florida.
You love Florida so
What do you mean?
much. No, we
Well,
both.
we all love Florida
You like literally. You get off the plane. You're like, this feels like home.
because I used
The
to live
smell.
there. I used to live
There's a
there when I was a
smell that-
kid. I grew up there. Like that was home for me for my first 6-7 years of my life. And there is something about it when I get off the plane. I'm just like, I don't want to leave.
I don't understand it with Orlando because I feel like it's very touristy. Like when we go, like
Yeah, obviously I wouldn't want to live in Orlando.
but it's when we normally land in Orlando. You say it.
No, we don't always land in
We
Orlando.
always land in Orlando. It's the first time we won't be flying to Orlando. It's this time. We always fly to Orlando.
Because regardless, this is such a stupid thing to say. Regardless what airport we land in, we've just landed in Florida. Like, so what you're saying is, if I blindfold you, wouldn't know if you're at Tampa Airport, Orlando Airport, Miami Airport. You're not going to know. It's just the thought of landing in Florida and being like, the smell of the air, the warmth, just the tropicalness of it. I love it. I literally love it. So, but yeah, we're actually, this time we're going to do a bit more exploring. We're not going to do like as many theme parks. We want to do more like other touristy things that we've not done before. Just kind of like,
like there's a zoo, there's lakes, and there's like you can go on kayaks, and there's even like a cenote, which obviously we went in Mexico, but even know it like there's so many more things that we're gonna do, like the crazy golf.
Because also like for content as well, I'm like, okay, cool, we can get like a good variety of content. Because sometimes like too much theme parks, I'm like, I kind of want to do like a theme park video. I definitely want to do a food video. I just need to figure out what food video, and then like a shopping video, and then obviously flying video. Yeah, we always film the flying video. No matter how many times we film that, people just love it. I'm like, cool. It's such an easy video for me to film as well. Not so much for Sarah. Yeah. And then actually, yeah, I'm like, I need to plan out our content because I feel like it's going to be so good.
Joel vlogs every day.
Yeah, I mean, I could. Daily vlogs in Florida.
No.
Do you know what? It's a strange thing now, right? We are now consciously thinking about the fact that when we go on holiday, how we manage that situation, because the amount of celebrities and influencers that are getting broken into and burgled now is actually insane.
Scary.
In the last week, the amount of people that we've heard about being targeted, and some of them even whilst they're in their houses, but a lot of them being targeted when people know they're on holiday. So I saw Ross from Couture Club, they put up a thing that they'd been burgled, I think for the second time when they were away. We know another couple who were burgled when they were out for the day. Mark Wright, Michelle Keegan were burgled while they were in the house. There was someone that you follow who's married to a footballer. She was burgled while she was in the house with the kids. We know about another influencer who was burgled while she was on holiday. Like literally, it feels like this is just like you just feel so vulnerable.
Yeah.
The thing is, we don't really have like a lot of expensive stuff in our house. Like we're not really like, I don't have like a watch collection. I know some of these other people, like they might be known for wearing certain expensive things. Like I remember like Yanamize, I don't think you know Yanamize, but I think he was even like, I think they even beat him up because they were trying. Don't say that's a fact, but I feel like his story was crazy. Like he now has a guard dog, but he's known for having nice watches. So we don't really have like a lot of stuff like that.
Even just someone being in your house, that's the whole thing of it. Of like, from everything I've seen,
even if they don't take anything, someone being in your house is such a violation and such a uncomfortable feeling. So what we're saying that we're actually going to start doing when we're away is we're going to move all the valuables out of our house. It's not a lot, but we're going to move them out. We're going to make sure people know they're gone, just try and deter people from thinking there's any reason to even want to come in our house. So we're going to be moving all of our valuables to a family friend that's never featured in any of our content, so no one knows who they are. No one will be able to know
Their
where that
addresses.
stuff is. Yeah.
Jake.
Imagine.
Target them. Not my house. Jake.
But yeah, no, it's mad.
No,
it's
I know
mad.
it's-
That is how
No,
you have to think.
it genuinely is, and it is a worry of. You know what I'm like anyway with
Yeah.
the way I am. And
We
my
also
anxieties,
always
like-
have people stay in our house. Like, we don't leave it empty when we're away. But at the same time, like, I don't want those people to be vulnerable to the fact that
Yeah, but that's exactly what you said, because it was going to be my friend with her kids, and you said to me, like, I'm nervous of it being them now, because if they did become a target, because if
She
people
would be
assume
there
the
on her
house is
yeah.
empty, and I've then put my friend in danger, like I
Yeah.
then
But when we go to America, it's most likely going to be a couple of my friends who they work from home. They'll be able to handle themselves if someone did come in. But I don't feel comfortable your single friend
no.
with her kids staying in our house, because that actually just puts them in danger. It might make our house slightly safer, but definitely
Yeah,
puts them in
gosh,
danger.
that's
So
so scary.
yeah, it's kind of a mad world that we live in, where you got to
And,
think
and
like that.
everyone that obviously has been broken into, like they obviously say that their things were taken and they're just thankful they're safe. I'm just like, and I would feel the exact same, but somebody just being in your house like that, to me is too much. Like,
Yeah.
knowing that someone is such a personal, private thing. And also, like, we do work hard for our the things we buy. Like,
Yeah, but no one
they
cares.
do.
People breaking in don't care. They don't care about that.
No,
don't
but
care if
it's, no, I
they're
know they
stealing
don't. But I'm like,
something that's been passed down for generation to generation to generation. They don't care
Like
if you had to give your left kidney for
I've
something.
got things
like,
in our house, like mine isn't even the expensive things. Like, I've got things that, for example, like the wedding ring that you first got me. Obviously, I don't know prices of anything, but I don't think it was that expensive.
no, it's not crazy expensive.
As in,
But it's
but for me, it's
sentimental,
sentimental that I've already said to Grace that it'll be passed on to her because it's silver and she's the only one that wears silver.
Yeah.
So I've already got that. So if that was gone, for me, that would mean more. Like, it's just.
Yeah. But anyway,
I'd
it
hate-
won't be, because everything is getting moved out of the house, and that is going to be the new thing that
And Sarah
we
thinks
do.
everything is valuable, so the whole house is
Oh
gone.
God, Sarah's going to be packing up
Imagine.
the drawings and paintings that the kids did in nursery when they were like 3.
Yeah, imagine.
Like, no, Sarah, I don't think anyone's going to want to take that stuff. So,
Just in case. It's valuable to me.
so yeah, because the thing is, it's very difficult to try and, like, obviously we're content creators, like, so like not telling people that you're on holiday is like very difficult, because that's our job, is to create content when we're away. So I think, yeah, I don't know what the right answer is, but
Yeah, it's really tough. It is tough to shift.
sorry, what? You've been drinking? What the hell was
I
that?
wish. Get me through an hour of you.
So what else has been going on in our lives? Obviously, Sabrina Carpenter concert.
Yes.
Chloe's first ever concert. I don't know. Video. I'd say video is either up or it's up tomorrow. I can't remember what date.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either posted or it's posting tomorrow. But yeah, it was Chloe's first ever concert. She is obsessed with Sabrina Carpenter. Like, she literally.
And can
knows
I
all the
just say,
words.
because I feel like this is going to be something that's going to be clipped on TikTok as soon as people see that we've taken her there, because I've seen a lot of stick for people that took their younger kids to it, saying it's inappropriate. Firstly, I bought
It's wildly inappropriate.
It is.
Firstly.
No, 100%. I agree. Firstly, I bought the tickets before her shows came out. Like, I'd bought them
Yeah.
last year, right?
Before we knew.
So you didn't know what the show was going to be like, and I'd already told her we're going. I bought them for before Christmas, right? So we that firstly. Secondly, I'm like, once I realised she's at an age where, thankfully, it goes over her head. She doesn't understand. Like, she had no
Yeah.
questions. She had no, like, it went over. And then there was a third point, and I've forgotten.
I feel
was the
like if
third
your
point?
kid is.
Oh, and the other thing I was going to say is when I got there, so many children. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like because she is that, like, young pop star, like, I thought, one, Chloe's probably going to be the youngest. She wasn't. And everywhere I looked, it was really young kids.
So you're like, it made you feel like I'm not a bad parent, or I'm just in the company of, like,
I'm in the
thousands
company
of
with
bad
other
parents.
1,000 bad parents.
Yeah.
We all
So
high-fived. No.
the thing is, if your kid is like maybe sort of like 10 And over in that little awkward period of like, they're understanding some of the stuff that's going on that's like super sexual, then obviously that's super awkward. But
And the whole
Chloe's
show-
young enough for it all to
And
go
you
over her
see
head.
these clips on TikTok, but that's not the whole show. It's not sexual. The whole like she does do in 2 certain songs like certain positions, but if you know of them, you know when to cover their eyes. You know it's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so yeah, it was all good. But she was really cute. So she was so excited the day of the. Obviously, if you are going to watch the video, then you'll see. But if you haven't, then a quick like run through. She was super excited. We surprised her with a limo, and
The reaction to
honestly,
the limo, she was over the moon. She was like, her face was just like, open the doors, because they thought it was just that you guys were just driving up there. Open the doors, this massive limo sat there for her. And I was just like, this is awesome. I'm just picturing being that age. Like, that is just
and no joke, it was about an hour and a half in the car, an hour and 20 minutes to get there. And she danced the whole time.
Oh, did she?
She danced the whole time.
At the point
car.
of recording this, I haven't even seen the footage, so I didn't even know that.
But also, she was doing handstands.
Yeah,
She was
sounds
wearing a
like
skirt,
Chloe.
so I couldn't film that.
Yeah, it sounds
But
like
she's
Chloe.
like handstanding. I'm like, please, you're gonna kick like, because Grace had a friend there. You're gonna kick Millie in the face. Can you stop? You're gonna do this. But I was like, she's gonna be burnt out by the time we get there. She's gonna fall asleep because obviously it's really late a concert. But when we got there, she was so overwhelmed with how big it was and the noise. Like when they were doing the Mexican wave, she was like sat there like, what is going on? I think she sat for about an hour. Then she asked for my phone and was filming some videos, which are really funny. You'll get motion sickness if you, well, she's obviously started to dance. And then after about an hour, she really got into it. She was dancing, singing her little heart out. Like it was just so cute.
Oh, bless her.
It was really cute. And then we got the limo back and she just fell straight asleep. Slept the whole way home. Brilliant. I transferred her to bed. Like she woke up the next day after school. She went like
so bad for Sophie though, because obviously we didn't get Sophie a ticket. She's never.
No, originally I did have a ticket. I had a ticket spare, and she kept saying to me no, and it was right. It would be too loud for her.
Yeah, she doesn't even like. Sometimes she doesn't even like the cinema if it's too loud.
Yeah.
And so we were thinking concert, she's going to really struggle, even with ear defenders. It's just a lot going on. So we didn't get her a ticket. We didn't really give it much thought because, like,
well, she
on
kept
the
saying
day,
no, yeah, because
on the day, like, and she'd said no, she doesn't want to go. And then on the day, but as she saw, like, obviously, Casey and Grace were like helping Chloe get ready, and they were putting all this time, and then Olivia and Holly came over because they were going.
Grace's friend turned up,
and then she's seen everyone get ready, and then she sees the limo, and I didn't really. All of a sudden, I just realized how this was making her feel, and she was so sad. And when you guys left, she sobbed and said that she wanted to go, and it proper broke my heart. But I was saying to her I really don't.
Really would have.
Really don't think you would have liked
Chloe can handle a lot more of the noise and stuff. She
was heartbroken.
It is a lot. Like,
but I managed to turn it around because I pulled out my phone. We went on Amazon. I let her choose a toy that would come next day delivery. And that was it. She was happy. She was like, perfect.
Maybe we need to do something with her where we can get the cousins and stuff to get a little limo and go around somewhere, go for dinner and then get back in it where she feels.
Oh, so you're rich. We'll just get a limo, just drive around a little bit.
You just said her seeing that, because I don't think it's the actual concert, because she doesn't know idea what the concert is.
Yeah.
It was
I think it was just like,
together.
it was the cousins as well, I think, coming round. And
she loves them. Like
she saw everyone dressed up and stuff. So, but yeah,
bless her. That is really sweet. So talking of limos, do you remember the story of when you surprised me with a limo?
Yes, I do. I remember it vividly.
You and me, we were about to break up.
It was very stressful.
Years and years and years and years ago.
And years ago.
I was like, at my wit's end.
At your wit's end with me.
No, we were about to break up, and this said day I went to the hairdressers and I'm sat in the chair and all of a sudden this big bouquet of flowers, like someone delivers flowers. Everyone's like, I think it's someone that works there. They come over to me. I was so embarrassed. I was like, what are they? It was from you, which was very
I
cute.
was really pulling out all the stops. I actually, when you reminded me about this, because I forgot that I did that part of it, I'm like, that's actually crazy. I got them delivered to the hairdressers.
Yeah.
How did I even do that?
And then you text me basically being like, be ready at this time. Like, I'm surprising you. And I was very much like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, da-da-da. And you're like, please, like, give me this one more chance. So I'm like, fine.
I was proper
one
pulling
chance,
out all the
but
stops.
there must have been times where recently you'd let me down all the time, because I was very much like, but if you're not there at this time, I'm going out with my friends because I'll be ready. And then that's it. Like, we're done. So you was like, no, I'll be there. When the time comes, you're not there. I was fuming.
Okay, so meanwhile, I'm literally half a mile up the road with this limo that you don't know is coming, right? So I planned that the limo picks us up. We go around London. It's all romantic, etc. So the limo turns up, and literally, I'm talking half a mile up the road. And obviously, he wants cash, right? So I'm like, cool. So I go into Londis. I put my card in the machine, go to get the cash out, won't let me get any cash out. I'm then trying my other bank cards. I've got money in there, but for some reason I can't get the cash out. He's like, I'm not going anywhere till you get the cash out. I'm like, I'll bank transfer you. He's like, no, we only take cash. You're ringing me, texting me, I knew you'd do this. You always let me down. That's it. I'm going out. I'm leaving the house. I'm literally walking out of the house now. I'm ringing you. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but I'm like, Sarah, just trust me. Like, there is a reason. I can explain it once I get there, but can you just give me 10 minutes? I am trying to deal with a situation. You're like, no, there's always a reason. There's always an excuse. I'm like, but when you hear the excuse, you will believe me. I just don't want to tell you right now. I had to end up, I think I had to get my mum to come and get cash out for me, whatever. And then I finally pull up outside. I ring you. I'm like, look out the window or come outside or whatever.
Very Pretty Woman, which is my absolute favourite film, as well as Dirty Dancing, obviously.
But I wasn't hanging out the sunroof with some flowers, which is, I don't know. Why did
were.
I not? Maybe there wasn't a sunroof.
Yeah, they probably
Or
was.
because I already sent you the flowers. I didn't have the flowers. I feel like if there was a sunroof, I would have been doing that.
You had WKD Blue, I mean.
Yeah. It was good though. And then always forgiven, always forgotten.
And then here we are.
History.
We're together.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to say I'm going to break up with you for you to be a little bit like spontaneous, like
And thoughtful and
thoughtful.
like crazy.
Wow. Okay, noted.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
going to break up this weekend.
Imagine I'm like, yeah.
See ya,
mate.
Respite. Be lovely.
You're waiting for that limo to turn
Yeah.
up. I'm out.
Sat there all dressed
I'm
up.
out.
Yeah.
You're going to the hairdressers. Oh, flowers coming through the door.
Flowers come up, but that'd be for me. Okay, so this next section is going to be called How Would You React? So we've got 3 different scenarios and we've just got to say how we would react to them. Okay, so they're about children. So number 1, your child invites a friend over for a play date, but you quickly realise this friend has some behaviours that are a bit concerning. Did someone write this in about Chloe? Like being overly rough or using inappropriate language. Definitely Chloe. Do you handle it by having a conversation with the friend's parents, or do you try to manage the situation yourself?
No, you just let that kid go home and you don't invite that kid over again. It is that simple. You can't be pulling the kid to the side and be like, I want to talk to you about your behaviour.
I feel like with this, like, it depends. Like, Chloe herself would enjoy if this person was a bit rough and had inappropriate language. She would.
Yeah, that would be the
Like,
best play date ever.
No, but I always say this. She really enjoys like company of, like, say, like your friend's son, where he's like a little bit older and it is a bit more like they climb and they're a little bit more dangerous.
Yeah, but they're not rough and inappropriate behaviour and
Inappropriate language, not but
yeah, I just think I never think it's a good idea to tell a parent about their kid's behaviour. I think unless there's a scenario where it's like you have to address it, I think you just let that stuff slide, because you will never fall out with someone quicker than if you tell them that their kid is.
If someone's kid, firstly, I haven't actually had any of this happen. Weirdly, like, of all the kids, that hasn't happened. But say I did, I would nicely just be like, oh, like we don't use that language in the house, please. Like Maddie would pick it up, or you know,
Oh yeah.
it's easy to say that, but I wouldn't address it with the
Nah.
parents.
Right. Number 2, your child wants to buy their friend a birthday present, but you find out that their friend didn't get one for them when it was her birthday. Do you ignore this fact and help her choose something? Or do you subtly suggest to not spend her money on them? So I think it depends what age. Like, there has been scenarios before where, say, Casey or Grace have like been like, do I buy this person a present? They didn't buy me one. Like, sometimes you can get in awkward things with friends very quickly where one person buys something and that's it. You now like, is this a thing that we do? Because you don't do it with every friend. And I'm just like, nah, like if you can get, unless it's like you're really doing it because you want to. Like,
that's what my advice is going to be. Like, if they're younger and they want to do that, then I think that's what it's about, teaching them that is about giving and not receiving anyway. So you don't give to receive. That's not why we do it.
No.
But I do agree that as you get older to a certain age, like, for example, me, one year a friend bought a gift for me for Christmas. I felt so embarrassed that I didn't have anything for them. The next year they didn't buy for me, I bought for them.
Oh my God.
And I just brought it up of like, can we just say that we don't buy each other gifts for Christmas?
Yeah. Why did you make it weird last year? Now it's
like,
going on.
I'm like,
what's
all
going
right,
on?
this year, like, are we or not? And they were like, no, like I've just addressed it. If like it's just easier. But if I bought a friend for birthday, I don't even think about if it's because they bought me. Like a lot.
Yeah.
There's certain friends of mine that I might buy them something little for their birthday, or I'll take them for dinner, or.
Yeah.
But
no, if Chloe or any of the little ones wanted to buy someone, I couldn't care less if that kid has bought them anything or not.
Yeah.
You 100%, if your kid wants to do something nice to someone, let them do something nice because that is just lovely.
Yeah.
Number 3, your child is super excited about a sport activity that you don't enjoy at all, but they really want you to be involved. Do you push through your discomfort and support them, or do you explain that whilst you love them, it's something that they'll have to do on their own?
I think about this about being football mums and football dads, people that kids have to play football on a Saturday and a Sunday, and they sit in the cold and they watch them. I would be sat in my car.
Right, so
I'm dropping you. I'll sit in the car.
Grace had a little stint where she decided she was going to play rugby. She took up rugby. I was like, oh my God, I'm now one of them parents. On a Sunday, we're driving to, I don't know, Brighton here, and I'm watching her in rugby matches, which I did enjoy because I'm super proud of her. Like, but at the same time, I'm like, oh Lord, this is my life now, like every Sunday. But in that scenario, I was very much like, if this is what she's going to do, I'm going to support her and I'm going to come and I'm going to watch. So, but I'm kind of glad that she gave it up.
Yeah.
She used to do ice skating. So I feel bad actually because like I was really trying and we did go ice skating quite a few times. But I think it's like with my ADHD, like I find it fun for 25 minutes. And then I am literally counting down the time. I get so bored because you're literally just skating around in circles. So I kept going, but then
that's how I feel with taking the kids to swimming. I'm like, it's only been 2 minutes. Oh, it's only been 3 minutes. Can I get out yet?
But to be fair, I'm not as bad as you, but I'm a little bit like that with swimming. But with the little 3, 25 minutes of swimming, half an hour swimming is fine. Like, I don't hold myself like when Casey and Grace were like younger, I used to be like, we have to be in here for an hour for it to be a good worthwhile. And I used to, after half an hour, I would count down the time and I'd be like, oh my God, I really should. But now I actually realized they're actually fine. 25 minutes, half hour, if it turns into 40 minutes, like it's fine.
Yeah.
But with ice skating, it's like an hour and something session. And I was like getting to the point where it's like, but I was like, I want to spend time with Grace, and it's something she enjoys. So I've kind of been there.
We actually can't get Chloe to stick to a club anyway. She is so good at gymnastics but when I got her gymnastic classes, she just never went. She doesn't she doesn't like to be told what to do. She wants to just do it. So that's fine. That's what we now do. But she's actually asked to go to acting school. So I thought she meant like on a Saturday, you know, when you can do like singing, acting, whatever.
Yeah, like Stagecoach.
And then she started saying the other day, like, so when I go to acting school, does it mean I don't have to do English and maths? I'm like, oh, you mean you think acting school is an actual school
where you just do
Friday,
acting all day?
You just do acting.
You're like, it's going to be at the weekend. and you're still going to go to normal
But
school.
she's hilarious. We get her to do scenarios. We'll be like, like pretend you've lost your mum and you're crying, or
Pretend you're an old lady and
you want to sit on the bus and someone's sat in the way. Oh, silly scenarios.
me, Sarah, Casey, and Grace just sit there and like just give her scenarios, and she loves it. She'll come out like a little old lady.
She
like,
acts them all out.
But yeah, I think she would be.
I'm hesitant to put her in it because I'm like,
she doesn't
like
really like. She likes doing things herself and learning things herself. I don't really think she likes structure and being told what to do.
No.
But
so yeah, we will see. Where I know she'd be good at it if she could stick to it, but I'm not sure she will. So.
Also, I was going to say, this is completely random, but I keep seeing this thing on TikTok, especially, in fact, only with Americans, right? Some Americans have like a really weird thing about sleepovers. They do not let their kids go to sleepovers, period.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of this actually.
And like they'll make TikToks about it, like about how it's just like a rule for no sleepovers. And I'll go in the comments and think like, surely people think this is weird, right? And there's so much support for it. I'm like, no, absolutely, I would never let my child go for a sleepover. They're basically saying like it's such a huge risk for your kids to be abused. And I'm like, is it? Is that? Is that?
So I saw a side of it where it was a therapist talking, and she says statistically, it was more likely that it could happen by a friend or a friend's dad, like
statistically,
dad or brother.
It's someone that the child is close to in their life, like an uncle, a stepdad.
The people that they've had in therapy.
It's stepdads.
Yeah, but they've had in therapy of like it being from a sleepover. So I think.
Oh, you're saying it is common?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm saying, because you was butting in, so you won't let me talk.
Oh, sorry. Go back to your point. I thought we were on the same page. We're on a different page.
No, I was saying that she was saying the most people she's had in her therapy of it happening, it was from sleepovers.
But surely sleepovers at family.
No, friends of like,
it
could be the dad, it could be the brother, it could,
Really?
Like,
so, I mean, I definitely would not let any of the kids, like, when they're young, go for a sleepover.
Also, I wouldn't do it unless I really knew the family. Like, I
feel like if you know the family, if your kid's at an age where they understand, like, what, they understand and they would be able to come and tell you. And they have to have been friends with this. But I don't know. I found it strange that they're just like, absolutely not, no way, no chance.
Yeah.
So.
To be fair, though, our kids don't really go, we don't do a lot of sleepovers, like, with school. It's like go for play dates and then. If you think about it, like actually, it's more. For example, like obviously Chloe and Sophie and Maddie have never had a sleepover other than like at your sister's or nan and granddad's. But with Casey and Grace, like it would have been their best friend that they've been friends with for years, and we know the parents and da 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 da. So, but yeah, I don't know. Just I didn't realize how common that was for people to have this like no sleepover rule. Yeah.
Obviously, they're doing it to protect their kids. I get that. I just thought maybe it's a little bit extreme. So
yeah, because when we were younger, like sleepover parties seemed to be a big thing, whereas they don't seem to be a big thing anymore. It doesn't like sleepovers don't seem to be as a big thing, and maybe for that reason, like it's just not the way. Like when I was younger, a party would be go to their house, movie, and a sleepover. I had so many sleepovers, like.
Yeah, well, Casey used to have all her friends sleep over all the time. So annoying. They'd literally take up the whole of the front room. So like we'd get up early in the morning with the kids and it'd be like the front room is literally just about 800 teenagers just everywhere. And at one time, Charlie was sleeping in the soft play.
You had no idea.
I had no idea. I'm in the kitchen in my dressing gown, like making tea, making breakfast. There's a glass so you can see through. So like, I don't know, it creeped me out because I was like, it felt like I'd been watched all morning. Didn't realize he was in there. Like, I don't know, that, just kind of freaked me out a bit. Funny. But yeah, but no, I mean, to be fair, they don't, and even Casey and Grace don't really have like loads of sleep.
Well, our girls like to come home. They like to sleep in their own beds and take off their makeup and do their nighttime routine in their own home. So even if there's times that they could sleep out, a lot of the time they just come home. It's quite.
Yeah.
So thinking about it, it's not a big. I feel like our generation, it was all the time. But yeah.
Right, so we got a dilemma for the week. So my husband and I have 3 kids, 14 and 10-year-old boys and a 13-year-old girl. We used to live in a 2-bedroom house where all the kids stayed in one room and shared the bathroom. There were many arguments about bedroom and bathroom space, especially amongst the 2 oldest. We've just purchased our first home and the house has 3 bedrooms. As my middle child is the only girl, I thought it'd be more appropriate for her to have her own room and bathroom away from the boys. So I gave her the only bedroom, bathroom, and the boys share a room. However, my eldest son has been moping about it ever since we moved in. He believes since he's the eldest, he should have his own room. I told him it's better for him and his brother to be in one room, but he's still complaining about having to share a room with a little kid and not having his own space. My eldest has started barging in my daughter's bathroom when he has his own with his little brother. I told him to stay out of his sister's bathroom, but he got upset, saying he doesn't have anything to himself. I grounded him for cursing at me. My husband later on went and talked with my son and now thinks maybe our son is right and he should have his own room as he is the eldest. Oh, this is a good dilemma.
Oh,
That is a hard dilemma.
I'm sticking with you, Mama. I would say no. The girl, like her body is about to change. She's 13. She's gonna develop things. She's like period.
So just to remind everyone, the boys who are sharing are 14 and 10 and the girl's 13.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, he's the eldest by a smidge.
Yeah.
He is not that much older. I think it would be different if he was a lot older.
Yeah.
But like he's only just slightly older than the girl. So they're almost like similar age.
I wonder if you just explained it to him that she is a girl. Her body is going to change. She's going to go through like periods and like it would be better for her to have her privacy away from the 10-year-old boy who probably isn't going to understand that and he's not ready to know about her changes.
But also that 14-year-old boy, you know, he wants his own time in his bedroom because his body is changing. I'm just saying, you know, teenagers do need privacy.
Unfortunately, I think
but I agree.
Mum is right.
The girl needs more privacy.
Because it's not about just now, like in a year's time, she's 14, he's like, she will be then.
And listen, the eldest who's 14, he shouldn't be focusing his frustration and his anger towards his sister because she has her own room. It should be aimed at the little brother, right? Because ultimately he's taking up room in your room, right? So take it out on him. Lock him out. Kick that little.
I wonder if you could do some form of like, not a divide of like divide the whole room, but you know, like even if you make him feel like he's got his own space, or
you have like a little cell inside the room.
Like my sister, whenever I
was gonna say you grew up sharing.
Oh, I'd share with
You shared a tiny room with 2 sisters,
and my younger brother. He was the youngest of the whole family. He got his own room, but that was because he was a boy and we were girls. So
yeah,
it just how it was. But I was going to say, I wonder if like, because basically what my sister does whenever, because her 2 daughters share a room, and when one of them have a play date, the rule is whoever's play date is the friends can go up in the room and the other sister has to stay down in the front room. And I think it's really nice that they've always just done that. They both respect each other when they have play dates. There's no arguing. You know, like with us, like Casey and Grace used to argue all the time because Grace would want to get in there with the friends or whatever. In this situation, it would be really, if they just said like the 14-year-old boy could have a couple of hours after school in his own room by himself. He wants to play PlayStation.
So these kids on a timeshare in his own room.
And the 10-year-old boy's downstairs playing his toys in the front room.
Yeah.
Like,
it sucks, but
it's like acknowledging he wants his time and respect. So let him have it some way. The girl does need her room to explain to him why. The 10-year-old boy is none the wiser. He just gets to play and hopefully happy days.
Happy days. Right, guys, that is all we have time for. Also, I just wanted to make one quick point. We could right now be on 100k subscribers, and you might think, why are we not acknowledging it? We film these in advance. As we're filming this, we're not on 100k.
So if we are close, though.
If we are on 100k now, like that's incredible, and congratulations to us. But we don't know it.
We think we are, though.
We think we are. But anyway, if we're not, subscribe. Anyway,
that means we're getting drunk.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.